Yeah, scuba.
Seal, right?
No, diver.
Diver. That's fun.
Deep sea diver, yeah. Fun times, bro. I was very fortunate to see and do a whole lot of cool shit that most people don't get an opportunity to do. So I'm thankful. But yeah, man, welcome to Talk Smack with Mac. We're motherfucking rolling in this bitch.
Yeah. Good to see you guys out there.
Yes, talk your shit, Pirate Pete, my man.
Oh man, that was fun, man. That sucks. Nothing ever.
Yeah, that would have been something really cool. I was telling you about it. We had this improv team that we were putting together, supposed to be putting on the show, but for whatever reasons, it never came to fruition. But we were having a good time. Yeah. Well, you guys were. I was kind of just sitting there a lot of it.
He was cool. He was like the hype man, the MC.
Oh, we love a good MC host.
It was cool because I met like a good 8 people there that I've already collabed with. This is another one. Like I met him there, so it's like
people at Drink Tracks, they're fucking working, bro.
Yeah, I love them a lot. They just I went on a lot of auditions there, but then they kind of just fizzled out. I was kind of like.
It's the name of the game.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. But I love whenever there's an opportunity like that, I try to go for that because especially background work and stuff. I go for those jobs a lot because it's networking. Mm-hmm. I get to meet people. I've worked with people that I've met randomly on a random set for 5 minutes and then just connect and then do whatever. So it's I think that's the coolest part about this industry is if you're real and you're genuine and you meet people that's like-minded, go work with them because we're all wanting to do that same thing. I think is just try to make tight shit, and that's why I love acting in this industry by itself.
I mean, that's exactly why I have you guys on this episode, man, because all 3 of you are doing some motherfucking shit. I've heard great things about all 3 of you. You're all great people, and every time I get on social media, you guys are doing something else.
I feel the same way. It's so cool to see, like we were saying downstairs, it's to see all of us, doing our own shit, and every time I go on social media, I'm like, oh, damn, they're doing this. Hey, what's good? Let me go like that. Let me go follow. Let me go support.
Support is everything, man. I posted some shit on Instagram today about ways you get help an artist. You could like it. You could share it.
Oh, I did see that.
All the shit you could do. You can comment and excuse me, and the effects that it has for us, what it could lead to, how it could expose us, etc. Right? Yeah. But how many times do you have motherfuckers around you that say they're your friends or they fuck with what you're doing, but yet they don't like your picture, or they don't share it?
Yeah.
Why? Are people thinking too much? Oh, go ahead.
No, because they don't think it matters, or my is I don't want to stroke their ego, or I hate to say it, some don't. They don't get it.
I think that's what it is because
it's even worse when they're also in the same industry though.
In the same industry,
now what is the confusion there?
They don't get it.
That doesn't make sense. That's what it is. I think it's they don't get it because, if I see something with you or that, I don't even have to watch it. I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna support it. I might comment on it because it's and that's what it is. And when you get, I feel when you get far, when you get further by the more you help. I think
because artists will support other artists.
Yeah,
that's the point. You have to support each other because you already hear enough no's in the industry. You don't need to hear it from your fellow actors. We get it enough as is.
Yeah, leave that stuff in LA. We don't have time for that. Vegas.
We're trying to build something big here.
For what it's worth, we're not toxic, okay?
Yeah, we're trying to build respect and love and camaraderie and that's what sucks is when you could feel someone that's backstabbing, and that's what it is. You talk about, every time you see me in person, I love seeing your shit. I love seeing that. Where's the likes at, homie?
Yeah, if you like it so much, why don't you fucking share it?
Yeah, or share it. Do something.
Do something.
Do
something, man. It doesn't take much to share it to your fucking Instagram these days.
But I think, she said earlier too, for a lot of people that aren't in the industry don't get it. Because, that's why...
Which is understandable.
Because when I talk about... when I start going and I'm talking about something that I love... And, I'm with my regular friends, they do support me. Some of them really...
I know, I hate to say it, but I love...
It's the reggies.
I don't call them regular. I don't know if this applies to you guys, but your hometown friends. The ones that...
Well, this is my hometown, so it's the
same. But that pertains to more than just where you're from.
In the sense
it's
of,
who they are.
The ones that they don't get it, but they're so proud of you and be like, I know that actor. Like they don't give a shit.
But,
I fucking love those people.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that always like it.
It's the enthusiasm. They see our enthusiasm.
Exactly, and they're so proud of us for going after our dreams because not everyone ever
It's
said
scary.
they could.
It's fucking scary.
And I think it is too. It's like, because when you look at like a normal job, and say your friends talk about a normal job, like, you know, how often do you hype them up unless you're in that industry, you know? So like, I get it from like my friends that aren't in the industry. They'll be like,
Kinda right.
like they'll be like, that's cool, but they hardly know like what I'm talking about, or like know the passion of it from that side. Like when you hear your friend talking about their job, and you're like, man, this was a car salesman, or you know, I think that's maybe how some people might look at it, because they're not like in the industry and they don't know the excitement it like brings to us when we're in that situation. So I don't know.
Well, here's what I think it's different, because we're not doing something. I mean, typically when you're in a production, you're doing something that you've accumulated like time. It takes time to see that final piece.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, we're doing that, you know, every single day and it's like you're running the mill. No, like we have a lot of heart and passion for these projects. And I'm sure Sally in accounting doesn't have quite as much passion on Monday morning going into her office. So, you know.
I'm Levi in accounting.
No, really, no.
Oh no!
That's why you had to make this podcast.
I gotta
bro.
pay the fucking bills, baby.
You had a lot to talk about in accounting.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, every time I come home and I'm like, I balanced those fucking books today. Everybody's just like,
Yeah, exactly. No one's like, yeah, what's up, bro?
How
are those numbers?
Yeah,
Fuck those.
I wrote up 3 journal entries and fucking closed out the books today, baby. I'm doing
UPR.
end of month close, you know?
That's funny.
Yeah, look at you. You guys already you don't even know how to react.
We're like,
they're like, huh.
Let me go ahead and drink some water.
It's the 5th. What do you mean the end of month?
But so that's when I try to, because noticing that when I'm talking about acting, I try to support my friends that are whatever they're talking about. I think that's important. Like even if it's like a little 5-minute conversation you have with your friend, they're going to remember that. Like just like really support and care about the people in your life. And when you do that, like your life will be more fulfilled, I think. Like a lot of people think it's all like me, my grind, my this, but like when you really are just like straight up supporting each other, like I find that's the most enjoyable time I've had work. Like some of my coolest jobs, like me and him, like we've done what, couple through 2-3 projects like in the last like 4 months, like stuff like that, and it's like just being there to have fun and just do it. It's so cool, I think.
For sure.
We love
For
that.
sure.
Okay, this is corny, but I don't care. What makes you guys love what you do? Because let's be real, this industry is not easy. You gotta really
You
love.
have to 100%.
You have to. So, what made you? What was your aha, if that's a thing anymore? Your aha or moment that you realized this is what you wanted?
You know, I think it's that ability to like flex your creative muscle. Like it's like an instinct, you know, like if someone is incredibly fit and they've been fit for like their whole youth and then all of a sudden they stop working out, the muscles have an urge, they have a desire to like move. Like I gotta get emotion again.
He's talking
and like,
some good
that's deep.
and like, and that's
that,
how
though.
I feel
It's
with
so
creativity
real.
because, you know, I'm in a pretty creative field as it is. Like, you know, for my main, I guess, job, you know, I own a marketing agency. So I'm creative.
I love how he says a main job. I always call it a day job because let's be real.
I don't know.
But it's a success.
I call it my 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Like,
I think I just call it a job. I don't get anything special.
Different
For my
strokes for
job.
different folks.
But you know, it's
Like-
like the thing. It's also my baby, right? And I get creative with it, but it's to a degree, right? Because at the end of the day, it's like I can't just make whatever campaign. It's got to be a campaign for my client.
Yeah.
My client decides how creative I can be to that extent.
Right.
But when it's something to do with productions and with acting, it's like, well, there's no freaking limit to my creativity unless the creators just like be nothing. But you know, it's different. You really get to flex that creative muscle. So
Yeah, for sure.
For me, I think it's gonna be silly, but I have the heart of like a child, and when I'm able to be an actor, I get to like be innocent in whatever I'm doing, and there's a certain magic of like just being vulnerable or doing something like that might be scary for you. Like I love like seeing a reaction out of people. Like I love making people laugh. I love making people smile. I love making them feel something. I love making them like be embarrassed. Like all these emotions. I love like someone like if I'm making someone cringy, like if I could do that, like like
inflicting emotions.
Yeah, inflicting emotion, and it keeps me
amazing.
It keeps me so like happy.
Yeah.
Like when I'm like stuff like this, like I was giddy all day today. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go talk with Bag. Like, what's good?
Hey.
Like stuff like that, and like you have to have. I think you have to have that for this industry because it's not like it's not like we get paid. Like actors, like actors do not.
You're welcome, viewers.
Yeah. Like we don't ever get paid. Like
half the time, no. Like it's very like what the very 5%.
Yeah, like and then when we do get paid, like it's like our jobs aren't consistent. We're not like a TV series regular. Like that's what you build up to. But most of the jobs you have, like we did the Durango Stations commercial or commercial, and it was like $300. Like that's cool, but you maybe get something like that, once a month if you're lucky. Like you really have to grind and fight. Like and most of the work you do, if you've gotta love what you do, or you're not going to get work because you're not being paid. Like,
thank you.
And I've been on so many sets where like people are like, oh, it's been like 8 hours. They haven't done us anything or haven't had us do anything. That's the work. Hey, we're not getting paid for this. We're only getting paid $25. That's the work. Hey,
Actors,
we're only
are you listening? Seriously, because half the time no one listens. They just think it's glamorous. They think, oh, I'm on a set.
Yeah,
oh my God, I'm acting. Oh my God, it sounds so. No, the reality is it's a lot of waiting.
Yeah.
It's a lot of no's.
A lot
it's
of being cold.
Oh yeah.
Like damn.
Cold, exactly. Should have brought my jacket. Why am I in the Speedo?
Where's my fucking pen? I could be hitting the pen right now while we're waiting for these 6 hours.
I wish we had like something as like bring your friend to work day. Like remember? That'd be hella tight. Like because I always
Okay, I know we laugh at this, but like there's been a couple sets where my dad was able to come too.
That's
and
tight.
And the best part is one of
like?
I would never want my parents anywhere.
Well, like certain ones. Oh my God, like the
Yeah.
recent one I was in. Oh God,
Yeah,
no. Oh my God, no. But no. I gotta show you.
Hey, how awkward would that be? You're just getting fake banged out, and your fucking mom and dad is on set while you're making these faces.
No,
Good job, honey. Good job.
There's some.
You're over there. You're like, yeah, get it, daddy. Beat this pussy up, daddy. And her dad's in the background, like, yeah, you're fucking doing great, babe. Take that dick.
Okay, I have a horror story, but it's not.
Share it.
Okay. So,
Oh boy.
Okay, we all sitting down.
We're all sitting down. Let's all lay down real quick.
Oh my God, okay. So there was a show, I can't remember what it was called. It was kind of like a Miss Beehive type vibes. And it was more like a comedy, but interactive with the audience. And there was like games and activities and interactive. There was a challenge to eat a banana. And it was split sides.
Challenge to eat the banana?
As fast as possible. Okay? No one thinks of it too weird.
Somebody swallowed it, huh?
All right.
I would have bit that shit up into 10 pieces. Somebody domed it. Bet 5.
Less than a second and a half.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Where is she at?
Oh, yeah. that was you?
Oh shit!
And the best part was my dad was in the audience.
Damn.
And like it was like a quick, and everyone was like, "Yeah!" My dad was like, "That's my daughter!"
Love that. Hey, support exactly.
Like dying, but like it was so cool. My best friend Nina was like, "You did it so fast, I didn't even have time to record it." And I died. It was so.
Is there a Guinness World Record for this?
I hope so. I would love to
come
do it
on.
again, but unfortunately, the show got canceled. So it was like one of those.
what was the show about?
Unfortunately.
It was just like a variety, like interactive
Variety
play,
comedy. Oh.
where it was basically like split in half, and there'd be like different games, like and activities, like iPhones versus Androids,
tight.
and like it was very very cool. And she would be performing and have like little side acts. It was almost like the circus, but better.
That's fun.
Without animals too. So it was very cool. It was very very fun. My dad, who was I want to say in his 60s by then, he loved it.
Fun.
And yeah, so like it was very family, very different, even with the banana.
That's fair, yeah.
Let's just say, okay, so my friend worked the show, so she knew the producers and everyone. So she heard from the cast that night. They were like, "Wow, we were not expecting that." They really, because every other time it's been very. They never did it again.
Tried to be.
They never did it again after that because they were like, "Nah, that can never top that again." So they did something else.
Well, that's what's cool when you're bold and do like you. Obviously, you were probably having a blast doing it. You know, you
I didn't
did
think
it.
anything. I'm so competitive.
Yeah,
I
you
just
you
shoved that
probably
shit
weren't
in.
doing it for like the shock value of doing it. You were like, I'm about to fucking win this, bro. Like banana, this ain't even GMO banana. These are the small ones. Like
No, it was.
It's a white guy.
But it was like perfectly
wet-
soft. You know what I mean? Like it was like gulp, gulp,
perfectly soft. You don't hear that often.
Wow.
It was perfectly soft.
gulp. Yeah, it was one of those. I don't know.
It was like a 2-day ripe banana. You know, it wasn't quite brown, but it wasn't fully yellow
it was
anymore either.
No, it was perfectly nicely yellow, just like perfectly enough to. I don't know.
You didn't even do that. So,
Nope, it was great.
hey, so I saw a thing online where it says the days of the acting star is gone because all of the kids and the generations growing up, all they do is refer to YouTube and TikTok. Those are the stars these days. How you guys feel about that?
I don't know. That's hard to. I think people
Do you have a favorite actor younger than 45?
younger than 45.
There's a couple.
What's his name? Jeremy Allen White from The Bear. He was the lead guy in The Bear. Oh man, you guys haven't seen The Bear?
Like the cocaine bear, or
No,
That's the only bear I'm thinking
It's
of.
called, it's called The Bear, and it's a story of this dude that owns a restaurant in Chicago. But it's fucking dope. They have
What's
three.
it on?
It's on Hulu.
Okay.
But it's fucking dope. Like it's a dark comedy, but it's so fucking sick. But it's won hella awards too. Like it's hella dope. You guys would fucking love it.
I like dark comedies.
The acting in that shit is phenomenal. Jeremy Allen White, that fool is fucking.
Jeremy
He was in Shameless, which I didn't watch much of Shameless, but yeah, he's really fucking cool. Another
look at
guy
who this
that I
guy
like
is.
the guy that played Elvis in
Austin Butler.
Austin Butler. Like
you
he's
go.
another.
that was a good portrayal.
Yeah. So I don't think.
Okay, I thought that's who you were talking about.
I love him.
Jeremy Allen White. Mr. Jeremy. What a boring ass name. He needs to get a
Hey,
state
I don't know. I like
Jeremy
it.
Allen White.
That's how my stage name is because it's my full name, Chris Lee Elliott. That's my stage name. I always like having the 3 name like Sean William Scott or Jamie Lee Curtis. Like I like those actors that have the 3
I
names.
can dig it.
So and then mine.
I respect that. That's really cool.
And then my name's like I have the 3 most common names in the world. Chris Lee Elliott. Like so it's like and
Keep it simple.
and there's already a Chris Elliott actor
Okay.
from
Right.
like the 80s.
He's
Yeah.
from the Groundhog Day. Yeah.
Look at you.
So it's funny.
Shit.
It's actually cool. I've gotten a few jobs when I've gone to set.
Yeah.
And I meet like the casting directors or whatever, and they'll be like, I'll be like, so what? Tell us your name. I'm like Chris Elliott. They're like the actor. I'm like exactly. And then we have a good little
Just
laugh.
roll with it.
Yeah. And then we break the nervousness
the
a little
ice,
bit, and then
yeah.
I go into like my audition monologue, and I feel like I've gotten a few jobs that way because of my name. So
Hey man, you got to use what you can.
yeah.
How you feel about the TikTok?
Honestly, like, suck it up, guys. It is what it is. You gotta accept it. That's the way trends are. You gotta let them people in.
Competition.
I mean, that same way, right? If you have an actor's daughter, all right, actor's daughter is likely to get put into the industry as well. So it's just the same. Okay, cool. They got hype. Well, guess what? That means people like them on camera. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean they're a good actor or actress. But guess what? That's not our problem. That's the director's problem. Let them have their fair shot.
Yeah, and I agree with him too. Like people are like, oh man, like that person sucks because his video went viral and now he's like super popular. I'm like, look, like that's the trend we're in. Like when we were younger, like we wanted to be rock stars or
Kids Bop.
Yeah,
Oh my God, Kids Bop!
Oh my
I love
God.
that shit. That was so good back in the day. But okay, all right, so
You look like a kid's
That's
bop.
not how I would say it. I would not say
Yeah,
that.
that was definitely Kid Bop.
But I also listened to everything else, okay? The Kids Bop was just a bonus, so be nice. But no, I recently had a person on set kind of bring this up to me, and it kind of bothered me. She brought it up in the sense of like, nowadays, people don't have to be talented to be famous. And it kind of related to the TikTok thing. Because nowadays, you don't have to be good to get on film. You don't have to be good. You just have to have a whole bunch of followers and make funny videos. Like, it's almost sad. So that's why when you watch independent films and you watch the SAG and all the awards and you're like, damn, what's that film? We don't hear about the good films and the good actors, because the good actors get paid to do those roles, but they're not looking for any good talent in the feature films. When you think about it, they want TikTokers. They want
Well, see, like I
Just
kind
to
of
bring more revenue.
Eh,
in.
da, da, da.
I kind of like the whole TikTok and YouTube thing because, like you said, a lot of them aren't as talented. So when you come in and bring your talent, I think that shows.
That's
like,
how you
because-
separate
yes.
yourself.
because
yeah.
when they,
Yes.
they're in an audition room and like that's what's like. I don't mind the TikTok things and stuff. Like it's cool they get popular, but they're not good. Like they're
course
horrible
not.
acting. All these shorts,
Completely.
a lot of them are really shitty. So it's like when you're on an audition and there was like 20 people before you that were mediocre to low key because they got a little bit of like traction on YouTube or TikTok, but then you come in. So that's why it's like put in the work and like
You're
trust the craft and like learn as much as you can and learn from like other people too. Like, because like if you go in and you're prepared and you have your lines memorized and you fucking blow it out of the water, that's what they're going to remember you, because trust me, there's a million people in this industry and not everyone's good. Like, so be good. Like
But is it be good or be better than good?
I think it's be genuine.
Be great. That's it. That's not an advert, okay?
All right, we're sure yet?
Yeah, they're not paying us, so
Yeah, cut that.
Yeah, get out of here.
don't eat that
Yeah,
shit.
so don't need that.
Don't.
Oh, even though that was good shit back in the day, just saying.
I actually just got some at Costco.
Oh, stop.
Yeah. But we're not.
No, okay, focus.
The no name stuff we're talking about.
The big ass bag like that.
Oh, it's a big fatty, bro.
That's the only way to go. Come on, it's the same thing.
It's
Yeah.
the same price
Yeah.
too. If you go to Albertsons and just get the little fucking little shits, it's the same price.
Seriously.
Maybe like $1 difference, but you're getting fucking 7 bags versus a single bag.
And if you put it in the bowl and like say you had the box right there and you put the other shit, you won't know the difference. Like,
Psychologically
Yeah.
trick yourself. Yeah, I'm getting the brand stuff. Yeah.
like you have a girl over, hey babe, you want some Rice Krispies?
Yeah,
But
but
you have the
just-
big ass like Sam's Club bag in the fucking that she didn't see. She's like, damn, these are good. You got any more? Yeah, I got you, babe.
Dating on a budget, ladies and
Dating
gentlemen.
a straight psychopath right here.
You're speaking from experience.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Right?
fucking
Yeah.
love
It's
it.
a placebo, motherfucker.
Like,
I'm
these
saving
aren't
some money.
Oreos, Harley. Yeah, those are Oreos, girl. I'll be like, hold on. How
No, those are chocolate cream cookies.
Yeah, exactly.
Nasco or whatever.
Hey, Girl Scout cookies are about to hit the.
Oh no, they already did.
They did?
I've been smacking for
What?
the last 3 weeks.
I've been
they're-
doing so good. I have not picked up one yet.
I haven't seen that.
I had a
thought
neighbor come and knocked on my door,
Oh,
and
you
I was
got
like,
one that came out your
I
door?
was like, yes, I will buy
They
some.
actually still come to the door?
I wish mine
that's
did. There was
cool.
just people at Walmart, but they was always busy. So I was like, no, it's not meant to be.
What, busy? Yeah, they're gonna be busy.
Yeah,
They're always
but
gonna
like,
be busy.
I thought there'd be one time that they wouldn't be busy, and the one time the girls weren't even there. The table was empty, but there was no cookies either. So I just took it as a sign. It wasn't meant
You
to
know
be.
my favorite.
You know, you can get them online though.
But
That's cool.
But it kind
I
of
didn't know
takes
that.
it away, right?
Exactly.
Like when they come up to you and
Yeah, I
they're
want- I
selling
wanna
you the
support-
cookies,
Like,
I
I,
wanna
want you to
support
come
the-
to me. That
it
sounds
tastes
weird.
better. I'm like, I could go buy these online for half the price, but it's like,
It's not the same.
it's like
and
a
I want it
cookie.
right there.
But it's like I helped little Lisa today
Little
earn her
Lisa,
little
yeah.
badge for selling these cookies.
Low key though, if any Girl Scout cookie people are listening, can you make more gluten free options? Because you only give us
Oh my
one.
God.
I'm just saying, you only give us one.
What's the gluten-free option?
The less good one.
The one that no one picks.
I want that gluten, man. Give me
You
that
make one
shit.
with like
gluten.
I don't know tapioca flour.
Well, you know, what my favorite holiday is any day after any holiday.
Because everything is on
you go
sale.
to the
Everything's
store.
on sale.
Yeah, you go
love
to the
that.
store.
I love
Like, yeah,
sale.
November 1st. November 1st, I swear to God.
The
last
candy
year,
is fatty
I
bag
spent
for
like
$1.99.
$20. I had candy all the way up until like I just like barely finished it like in January. And like I was like,
That's how I am too.
I told my friend about it. He spent like I forgot what he said. He said the amount of candy he had was sickening. I was like, I feel you. I was like, yeah, but it's if you ever want some snacks, the day after any holiday,
Day after holidays, that's
Yeah.
when it's
yeah,
going down.
Go to Smith's at like right when they open. Everything's like $1.
They're like, just come get this shit.
Yeah.
Come get this over.
Hey, so I was also thinking recently, Vegas is small community. We all like you guys didn't know any of you were showing up today, and you all knew each other.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Surprise,
Isn't it?
surprise.
That was really, it really was.
So
It's like,
it's-
hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?
so it leads me to believe that we're going to be working with a lot of the same directors. How do you guys feel that is going to impact yourself, your career, and the director if you're constantly working with the same people and that's it?
I don't think that they would be that's it, but I think what you said, Vegas is small, so it's like we can't like avoid that, and that's why I went back to saying be genuine, because especially this industry, motherfuckers aren't going to forget. When you're on set with someone that for 10, 12 hours for like 3 or 4 days, like you really get to know someone. Like you really get to know someone. So being genuine, being kind, and like understanding like like that's the process too. Like you can't be pissed off and talking about when do we get paid or when do we eat, because the other actors like, hey, that background guy might be your next director in 4 years, you know? So like I think you run into a lot of people that have this big energy when they first come on, but then they kind of do some shady stuff, or just like you know, just and not can't even ever be like something in particularly bad. They're just, you know, complaining. Like I hate being on set with someone constantly complaining, because like I have to sit there with you for 10 hours, and if you're a negative person, especially if it's a fun, like if it's going to be a fun project like that brings me down a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
So
how about you? Like sorry to cut you off, but I wanted to bring up your situation in particular. Like you just got finished with a feature film now with Bobby. Now I see they're casting for their next one. Are you going to audition for that one too?
So the funny part is, how do I say this? I'm going to, but I'm not expecting to get anything. Does that make sense? And the only reason I want to is just because I love to freaking act.
Yeah.
And when you like working with certain directors, it's like, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
What's the worst going to happen? You're going to hear a no? Ooh,
Yeah.
it's not going to be my first or my last no. You know what I mean?
Man.
And you
We
never
hear
know.
a lot of those.
And at the end of the day, I like working with people that I enjoy working with. And Bobby and Renee were amazing people to work with.
that's it.
To the point where I would work with them again in any shape and form. And that's in Vegas. It's kind of like the community. It's small, so when you find people that actually click and do the damn projects and fucking make shit happen.
Yeah, stay with them. Stay with those
exactly,
motherfuckers.
and you're not going to run away from them. But then also, it's kind of like what you were asking. You know, like Adam Sandler and all them. You always wonder why they have
Perfect.
this.
Yes, I'm glad you're bringing it up. Go ahead.
Fucking actors.
Yeah,
and you're always
they're
like, why?
cool.
But they're great, and they work great together, and they play different roles and different.
That's me and this guy.
But they started a production just so when their friends didn't work making money and working, they were able to afford to have them. Hey, come do this role. Hey, but that's why they're always in the same movies, whether it's a little short day role or whatever. They always helped out their crew because they knew they were going to deliver. And at the end of the day, I want to find those kind of people in Vegas, because whether you're on a great set or not, you're going to refer people. I was just on a set that I was asking for people recently. And you'd be surprised how many actors, new actors, and was bringing up the directors, because you trust us. Now we're referring other people. So you never know who you're going to work with and how you're going to work with them. And again, so never burn a bridge unless it's really one of those. But even then,
if it's an awkward situation like we talked about in the past, like when it comes to sexual favors and people being weird like that, or if there's
Sexual favors?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, oh, you do this for me, I'll like that.
you know how many people? Oh, honey.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That shit's real for women, unfortunately.
more than
Ask
I-
Meek Mill. It's not just women. Hold on a second. Meek Mill, we got you. Come on the podcast, man.
Damn, but
Hey.
no, really though.
Diddy, I'm sorry.
the way Diddy had his arm around him in one of those pictures, I was like,
All those
he's
videos
definitely.
are so sus. Like now when you have it, and like
Hey, I
now-
don't give a fuck. If you look another man in his face and he says, "Ooh, daddy, I like when you do that, daddy," that's gay. I have no problem. I love gay people.
Yeah.
I have some
Me too.
friends
just
that are
admit-
fucking
yeah,
gay as
just
shit.
admit
I love
it,
the shit
Diddy,
out
and
of
like
them.
let's move on.
But let's be real. Back
Diddy's
in that
gay
time,
as fuck.
or sexually promiscuous, whatever he needs. I don't know, because at the end of the day, let's be real. People are very open to it now, but back then it was such a no. But did they ask these little boys? Think about it. He had Usher when he was 13 living with him. 13, underage, having these wild parties. And he was on a radio interview, whatever, asking, and they were saying, okay, when you were growing up, I loved growing up, Usher, like I was wild parties, great times, great. Okay, the interviewer was like, great. So would you ever have your kids live with someone like Diddy now? Oh, fuck no. I want them to have childhood. I want them to be... So it was cool for you back then. Oh, yeah, it's so different back then than it was now. How?
Yeah,
You were
how?
a child. But I wanted to be a superstar. I get it, but you were put in
At
situations.
13, 14, you should not have been in those situations. You shouldn't have been having orgies with hella women and shit like that at 13
So
years
how
old.
are you talking about positively knowing it's not positive? And they're all been hush hush, and now that people are kind of coming out, it's like it is very okay. Who's really
That shit is a power play. That's all Diddy's
completely.
doing.
Oh,
when you have
completely.
$1 billion, it's like you have everything that
have
you want. You
everything,
can buy
and you
it.
can buy. He just
But
bought
you
out Cass's
can't-
case. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. But that girl. Oh,
Hey, the feeling of power though that he has to make these people, and more importantly, these men. Some of them probably straight men.
hella straight men. But at the same time, we all do.
That shit is weird to me.
Well, I think it
This
goes
is
deeper
weird.
than that too, because even though a lot of men may have had trauma because of that, and they may hate him and they may hate him for it, but it's kind of like the Stockholm syndrome aspect of it too. He's like, well, I'm grateful for him. He made me famous. Oh, I wouldn't have this wealth without him,
life, my
but
whole
he took
career.
advantage of
fuck
it.
that.
Come
Well,
on,
That's
now.
the whole.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the whole
exactly.
sell your soul.
Control. Yeah,
Like
that
fuck.
bad.
Like okay.
Yeah.
Like
Give me that booty hole and I'll give you
Exactly.
fame and money.
Like the
Fuck
Cat
that.
Williams.
I'll work for mine.
The Cat Williams Shay Shay interview. Like my boy told me about that. He's like, bro, watch this shit. He's talking about a lot of real cool ass shit, and the way he talked about the industry, it's like, damn, because a lot of people kind of see it through those blinders, but only a few really top names in the industry talk about it. And like he said, like the biggest thing about it is like, the Illuminati is you don't talk about it. And it's like, damn, it's like all these motherfuckers deny.
Yeah.
But
That's why I fuck with 50 Cent, man. 50 Cent been talking
50
shit and
Cent's
fucking
tight.
diming people out forever.
Yeah.
He been talking about Diddy since like 2001.
He's the king of petty. Like, I love it.
man.
I remember I saw this thing where one time he's like, he like bought all the front row tickets to like a J. Rule concert. So the entire like front row was empty at one of his concerts. I'm like,
Damn.
that's fucked up.
Wow.
That's next level petty.
yeah.
Shout out to 50 Cent.
Wow, bro.
He was like, yeah, man, the tickets were like $35. He's like, why the fuck not? He's like, he's going in on him. I was like, bro.
I'm not gonna
Stop.
lie. I think I'd be a kind of a fitty if I grow up, and then have a little bit more wealth in me. I'd be like, yeah, let me go after these people just a little bit, just a little
Just a
bit.
little bit, but let's
Yeah.
be real. God, I wish tickets were still that cheap.
Oh,
my God,
no, that
$35.
was a knock that Ja Rule was a thing of the past. That he wasn't a fucking headliner or anything to be having expensive tickets at the front. Because if it was 50 Cent, them shits would have been $500.
At least you would think, but jeez. Damn.
I fuck with Ja Rule. He makes some good ass music. He's made some
I
good
like
music.
the beef too. Like the
like
beef
the
is. beef.
But what about them coming back now? Like these 90s and like Love and...
Oh, I'm going to Lovers and Friends
Oh,
again
nah,
this
that's
year,
what I'm saying,
bro.
though.
Lovers and Friends is tight.
I went
This
last
lineup
year.
was
That
good.
shit was so much fun.
Didn't
I already got my tickets.
Shot up last year.
Hell no.
That may have been like 2 years ago. I remember one
Possibly.
year. Yeah.
I was on some mushrooms like a motherfucker last year, bro, and I had so much
At Lovers
fun.
and Friends, bro.
Yeah, I was dancing my ass off all day and night.
That'd be.
I was battling Usher and Chris Brown and shit. And I
They
felt,
didn't even know it.
I was like, you guys have no fucking idea what I'm doing right now. Killing them.
That's fun.
I had a blast. I'm gonna do it again this year. Maybe tone down the mushrooms a little bit.
Yeah, you
You
probably
never
won't.
know.
Probably not.
I'm betting no.
I got a little stash waiting.
Oh my gosh. I ain't gonna lie though, I've actually done better with like emotional hold scenes because of mushrooms.
Mushrooms
acting.
are amazing. Like
Oh
if you
yeah,
could
I've one time.
Like on screen.
Yeah.
take like a little microdose and
Yep.
your ability to focus, and
I
but
can
your
see that.
creative creativity
Release
spikes.
without any hyper focus. Because you know how like certain body parts you can hold stress and tension to not be able to release, and I hold it in certain areas. And because of the mushroom, I was able to hold and I was able to hold the cry and the emotion. And, oh, it was great.
That's fun.
It was great.
Mushrooms are a good time, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
You dabble? I'll dabble.
No, senor, not for me.
Never. What about you? You
cookie.
scared?
No, just not for me.
Smart cookie.
I have. Yeah. Psychedelics are probably the coolest drug.
See,
Oh,
and
for
that's what
sure,
everyone
bro.
says, and I was just like, I'm not ready for it. And then all of a sudden,
I'm not
it
a
was there.
druggie. You know, I smoke
Nah.
weed and do mushrooms. That's
See,
it.
that's just
Like
it.
I don't
Weed.
pop pills. That's
it.
not my thing.
Nope.
I've never done cocaine.
Oh,
none of
who?
that shit. Like that's none of my shit. But mushrooms, whoop.
Mushrooms are
cool.
true.
They made me feel so good, and they've like helped me release a lot of just like tension in my body.
Well, they call
That's what
it.
I'm
like
saying.
you're
I
saying,
but
yeah.
the D.
Well, they call
emotionally and, like,
psychedelics.
physically.
You have the ego death, like because
Oh,
you
yeah.
like
Really?
if you've never done psychedelics, the best benefit of what it does for you mentally it kind of wakes you up to see like all the bullshit in your life that doesn't really matter. Like anyone that has done psychedelics, they'll probably be like exactly 100% true. Because like if you're like really like not self-aware and like if you don't love yourself and you take psychedelics, you're going to have probably the worst time of your fucking
it'll
life.
Be miserable. I've never had a bad trip.
No, I have had bad trips. Certain things will make a bad trip happen, but if you're not comfortable with yourself, whatever psychedelic you take, it's going to open that up into a box and bleed it until you find out why you don't like this about yourself, and then you'll have the most liberating experience of your entire life. Like I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it because it's and like that's why it's cool. It's cool that a lot of like I think Colorado is looking into psilocybin and looking into kind of like because it's almost on the spectrum where it's not illegal anymore.
Yeah.
The VA is looking into psychedelics for PTSD.
Oh yeah,
it'd be healthier
much
than
better
opioids.
than whatever they're giving them now,
Opioids
which is
and everything,
nothing
all the
because
drugs.
they got to wait years anyways. So.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to steer the conversation differently. I find this interesting because I have a lot of people, non-actors and actors, who are always like, oh, in the industry, you have to do drugs, you have to be into this, you have to drink alcohol, blah, blah, blah.
No, I don't even
and
like
you said
drinking.
you don't do drugs and all that, and I was fascinated by it. So do you feel like in the industry you feel forced?
Not at all. See, I'm not someone that's easily pressured, but that's the thing. We're not dealing with a lot of pressure. We're not in Hollywood. Let's face it. You know, Vegas is so toned down. And, that kind of tying back to, working with other directors and stuff. Absolutely. Work with them as frequent as you can because guess what? The biggies are coming. And they have their favorites. And guess what? Unfortunately, a lot of times we're not going to be their favorites.
Yeah.
So we have to build up what we got so that when they pull up, we're like, hey, we're here. Yeah. We actually have a presence.
Like, you can have these people from Hollywood, or you can have the real motherfuckers that's been here doing it for decades.
I mean, that's what happened with Durango commercial. They went ahead and they hired a whole bunch of out-of-state people to be their leads. And I'm like,
it's bullshit, bro. This is a Las Vegas fucking casino.
That was annoying, too, because they were like, they had their own little clique, their own little thing in the corner, which I get. I mean... but yeah, if this is a Durango state, especially stations, like your lead should be from fucking Vegas. Like
you would assume so, but for some reason, again, it's kind of like with us building our community here. Their community out there is just, I've worked with them. It's easy to book.
They have the same surgeons too. All the chicks pulled
all
up. The same nose doctor. I'm like, I see y'all girls. You got the same.
We know you're not from here.
Copy paste.
It's all the same, babies. It's all the same, unfortunately. But it's one of those.
Got the same lips and shit.
No hate. I'm just saying I see a pattern. That's all. I'm not hating.
I see a pattern.
But really don't. And they say the industry's trying to become more exclusive and have more variety and No,
it's not.
No.
It's always been following the fucking trends, and it's always gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Because if you want to be on scene, you need to be in season.
Okay, fine to the degree that little children think it's okay to get BBLs and lip. No. Think about
Absolutely
it. Nowadays, these freaking teenagers look like they're 21 years old, putting on makeup and like. I mean,
well, let's face it. I mean, that's just trash parents. I mean, little kids didn't do that on themselves.
Yeah.
But I shut that shit down when we were kids, like we were doing what like I was a scene kid. I was an emo kid. I still am. So I had the haircut.
Eyeliner on.
I did. I wasn't the far eyeliner, but I had the tight blue skinny jeans with the ripped shirt, and
Absolutely.
I was like, my hair's like this, like I'm
in between your legs.
So it's like
I just like the alternative.
But like,
music. It's so different.
but like it progresses you into like who you become. So it's like it's weird when I think like when I see these stupid TikTok videos and not that they're stupid, but they're dancing like I'm just older. I don't get it. So I try not to be like, oh well, in my day, I
Pulls up your scene photos.
Yeah, pulls out my scene photos exactly. Like
I literally had that realization with my daughter the other day. She was like, I was watching it on TikTok, and I was like, fucking TikTok. I just don't get it. And then I said, oh my God, I'm on the other side officially.
Oh no!
I remember when
I just don't understand it. Okay.
but is like their TikTok like our Facebook?
Our MySpace.
MySpace.
See, exactly.
There you go.
Like if we pulled up any of our MySpaces, it'd be super cringy, bro.
Oh, 100%.
So trust me, when these TikTok kids are in their
Looking back.
mid-20s, early 30s, and they're looking at like 12 years ago, my memories, trust me, you're going to be like,
Oh my gosh.
But like,
but I think that's
a
the
part
fun
of growth.
Of it.
Thank you.
yeah.
I was
I
just
think
gonna
that's
say,
the fun of it.
Exactly.
Like, so, but when you get to the extreme where you're like, I'm not texting until I'm eject, there's a fine line when you're self-harm or hurting other people or turning your negative thoughts or becoming cynical or demonic. Like, there's a fine line. Like, enjoy what this world has to offer,
Yes.
but keep a strong head on your shoulders. Be smart and like try not to do something just to do it or to fit in. Like,
Do it because you love it.
but it's,
yeah, do it because you love it. Like I would have been I probably would have gotten out of a lot of shitty situations in my life if I had more self-love and self-respect.
Oh,
you
honey,
know?
wouldn't we all
So-
have?
It takes time.
So, but
Oh, yeah.
that's
Hindsight
like
is a motherfucker.
that's the journey of life. Like
Yeah.
we have to.
You grow.
You grow. Like you have
Grow
to
and
make
you learn.
mistakes. So
Yeah.
go out there and make mistakes, but be
Thank
careful.
you.
But be careful to
Yes.
yourself
Yeah.
because things
Have consequences.
have consequences and things sometimes last with you forever. So like you have to like just guard
Worry and think about you, honeys. Protect you.
Yeah, exactly. Guard your soul, guard your well-being. Keep people in your life that are positive. Keep people, like I said earlier, like negativity destroys me so much. Like and that's why I love being an actor because I have so much passion and like just this silliness of being a kid and like being able to like continue to keep my like youth within my craft. And it's like if you're like negative, like I don't even say negative things. Like I hate when someone's like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. Like that's
self-deprecating.
when
lame.
When
Oh
I'm
my
hanging out
gosh.
with my friends and I hear someone say I say shut the fuck up. Don't ever say that around me. I don't want to hear you ever say that again.
Yeah.
Rob 'em,
Cue the
and most
Batman
of 'em-
meme, just
yeah,
smacking
exactly.
them.
But at the same time, it's so sad because people don't think in the nicest way. They are like there was a quote that was saying, if you wouldn't say it to your friend, why would you say it to yourself? And it's so true because we always like, oh, go boo boo, go do you, and like so proud of our people around us, but we never tap ourselves because we think we're being self.
Fuck that. No, I take my time and pat myself on the back.
You
not-
gotta
but not
learn.
It took me about
does.
27 years to
you
learn
gotta
that
But
shit.
that's just it. But not everyone does,
Yeah.
and still people are like, "Oh, I'm not doing enough on this," and I'm guilty of it some days. I really am.
I think we all
I think
are.
I'm supposed to be at a certain age and succeed and feel like this, but here I am, still struggle busting. But hey, keep the grind and keep the desire and hustle.
But
to
you
keep
do
going.
grind, though. You're a grinder, girl.
Yes, but
Yeah.
yes, okay, yes.
But
Yes.
that's what makes it fun because yes, sometimes we could look at other people that were famous and fucking successful and rich at 15.
But let's be real,
You
a lot
know,
of
but-
them were more in their 40s and 50s when they do.
Most
okay,
of
most
them,
of them,
yeah,
they do.
but it takes
But the
five.
build-up, they started
It takes
very
fucking
young,
Disney
yes.
Channel to say, "Damn it, I'm late. I'm running out of time." And then we have to
Shouldn't even.
remind ourselves that it takes a fucking long time.
Yeah.
And if we could live in the moment and live in that journey, that's when we're having the most fun before it gets too stressful, before the spotlight is really on us. Right now, we're just following our passion and our love and having fun, expressing ourselves in the best way that we know how. Later, it's going to get hard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, your ROI is not 200%. We can't cast you in the next film. Fuck. But you were great.
I mean, that's a blessing in disguise, right? Shit. Why do you have to say it like that? Damn.
That's when it starts to get
But is
fucking
that why-
hard, bro.
But is that why we have to be in multiple hats in this industry?
I think so. I think especially in the beginning, and you have a podcast, you could speak on this a lot. In the beginning, when you start something, you have to do everything. I'm the fucking the cameraman, the light man, the fucking logic audio
host,
guy,
the landlord,
fucking
the-
the host, everything, right? Same. You could say the same thing for yourself. So why not in film? Why are we not writing our own scripts? Why are we not learning how to edit a little bit? Learn how to fucking with the colors and all that shit, color grading, make it look great. I'm not. That wasn't directed at you.
I know,
It's more
but
so at
we were
myself.
talking about that earlier. But in a way, like in this industry, it's good to be multiple traits.
Yeah. Well, I love when people are like, when I tell people I'm an actor, and they're like, "Oh, what type of acting do you do?" I'm like, "Look, I do whatever the fuck they'll hire me for." So, like, when you're young in this industry, you don't have the luxury of like
picking and choosing.
Yeah, pick and choose. Unless it's
too
like
often. If it's
unless it's something
obviously really fucking bad or just doesn't suit you at all.
It's like, dude, like I audition for fucking everything. Boom, boom. And like what I've learned like the last couple of years is like I'll put in auditions even if I'm vaguely like what they're looking for. Like I just did something last night I submitted for like you need to be like I was like mid-30s, white, tall, possibly balding. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna still
you're definitely not balding, but
I am too, and you know I'm not tall.
Oh my gosh.
But like so sometimes, but like I'll see ones like early 20s, you know, whatever. I'm like, fuck it, bro. If you shave,
I'll shave,
bro. Put the hair back, bro.
Shave all the chest hair.
Exactly. Shave all the way down
button
here.
up.
But never know. So it's like, and like the worst thing, especially now, it's like it's not hard to like just submit. Like who cares? Like it takes 5 seconds. Fucking do it. Submit for everything. Even if you don't fit the criteria, what's it going to do?
They're going to say no.
They're going to say no. They won't
They won't
even
say anything.
say anything.
I was going to say they don't say anything.
Well, in their head. I ain't talking about a response.
But exactly, like submit for everything. Fuck it. Why not? It takes 5 seconds. Who cares? You get it, and then you'll be surprised. You might get something. You'll be like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And you never know, because it's kind of like one opportunity from one set leads you to your next, just like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Each time you're on set, the energy, the vibe you're giving, and the work you bring into the role.
Positivity, like you were saying. When you're on them long ass sets for 12 hours and it's cold as fuck and you're just everybody's mopey. If you're that guy that's like, fuck yeah,
making
but
jokes,
we're
having
here,
a great ass
baby.
time. Yeah.
People are going to remember that.
Yes.
And I've talked to like ADs and stuff when they've kind of pulled me aside and they're like, was like example like that when everyone was like, it was like fucking hour 15, everyone's dead. And like, you know, someone comes up or I come up and like, hey guys, we're almost done. We're going to get this last shoot. Like that's really like, I love to try to do that because like you said, like a lot of people are negative and they had, so like just one person. And that's why I love acting too. Like if I could just make one person like feel like something or believe in themselves, then fuck yeah, I won, bro. Like I 100% won. If you have one person that you can make them really feel something, I think all of us actors feel that. Like,
it's a special moment. It's a special moment that you hold internally for yourself.
And like and that's why I said earlier, put in the work and do the work, because trust me, I guarantee you 100% that's going to happen that you may never know. Mm-hmm. You might touch someone fucking, you know, a couple towns away, cross state line or whatever, that you know, from something that you did, if it gets seen. So just put in the work and enjoy it, and like I think you'll be happy in the end.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, don't be afraid of risk either, because there are certain projects that you'll see and you're like, that doesn't match my persona. I've never done this type of project before. I'm in completely unknown territory. Just do it. Yeah. Like, okay, what's the net effect of you being bad at that project? Yeah. Oh, well, I was bad at that project. Guess what? There's the next one. Like, Don't be afraid. I've made, you know, I like producing as well. I've made things where I'm like, oh, I really hated that production, you know? And it's like, oh, well, I'm going to learn. Yeah. But if you don't learn, then you're just, you know, in this little hate bubble. You're like, you're your own worst enemy.
I love how you said that, because it's in the sense of learning. It's like, okay, even people who win freaking Oscars and nominations for their roles, they always talk about, if they could do it again, I change this and this. Is like, they always, you're never at the top. Like, even when you think you're the best, like at the top of your game, there's always more you can get better at. There's always more you want to get better.
Exactly. And that's why this industry is so enjoyable for me, and I know a lot of fellow actors, is like there is no plateau for us guys. Like as soon as however high we're getting, it just keeps getting higher, and it just keeps getting higher, and like you think you have something locked in, and then you go into and each job is totally different cast, crew, story, set. Like, that's the most enjoyable thing about this job. I'm sure we've all had jobs where it's like, you've been there for like 2 months and you're like, wow, this is all this job that has to offer. Like, that's it. Like, for normal jobs, not acting jobs.
Yeah, no, I'm following.
And so it's like, when I'm on set and I get to do something like this,
new
like,
fresh.
it's so, I love it to my core, because that's what I love to do. Like, I've quit every job that I've had because
it gets boring. It gets
boring, you know? And then up until COVID, because I was a bartender for like 10 years, up until COVID. And then we got laid off and they started bringing people back. And I was like, you know, I always put acting secondary. And it was always made me sad and depressed and ruined relationships because I had to have a normal job, and COVID hit. I think it woke up a lot of people like, what am I really doing with my life? So I quit my job, got a Prius, started doing Lyft because it's a Prius.
I love the efficiency.
Yeah, I love the efficiency.
That's a fucking win.
Yeah,
You're
but
getting
like, so,
50 miles a gallon in that bitch.
Oh yeah,
city.
56.
56.
56.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I got the
I thought
2000.
my 40 was good.
I got 2019, but it's so now doing Lyft is like allows me to be a full-time working actor. Like I'm able, someone
Control your own
fucking hits
schedule.
me up, like hits me up on Monday, be like, hey, I need you here Thursday. Done. Like and being in Vegas, like especially in the service industry, I couldn't do that when I was younger.
Yeah.
They'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, I need next Thursday night off. They'll be like, do you want the job or you're fired? So
And it's
come
always
in.
some lame excuse too. It's like, oh, we have blah 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 convention. It's a very special weekend. Yeah, it's always a very special weekend. It's
Yeah.
Vegas. Get
For
over
you,
it.
yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys,
Get
exactly.
fucking somebody else to
I'm
cover
a
that
server,
shit.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So it's like I tell people it's not like L.A. or New York where you could be a server and fucking be an actor. In Vegas, it's hard because if you're a server, you're a fucking server in this town. You bet, like we're a hospitality industry, like so. You know, it's tough, and it was like it's hard to do this and have a normal job too, and I think that's the biggest like trouble for most of us
people.
because we
We don't
don't
have
get
a
paid
choice.
doing this. So
Yeah.
like, and so we really have to work so hard to be able to be on set, and be able to be on production, and that's why it's rewarding for most of us because we have to adjust our lives so much sometimes for like a role or something like
Yeah.
oh man, like I'm sure you guys had roles where you're just like it's just so much like work that you need to do, but you love doing it. Like learning lines is not easy. Learning lines is not easy. Not like learning how to interact and being able to like, you know, block correctly. Like all this shit isn't easy. Like people that aren't actors, they look at actors and be like, they're just talking, or they're, you know, it's not.
There's a lot that goes
easy
into it.
As it's
A
like,
lot of limitations.
yeah, it's probably the hardest thing fucking out there. That's why
A lot of people don't make it.
that's why a lot of people don't make it because it's fucking hard, and that's why I love it.
Turn your head too much, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
shit blocking on the fucking podcast. I fuck that up all the time. I'm like, God damn it, I should have
You
raised
look
it a
back
little
and
bit
you're
more.
like, damn, why'd I move?
My whole fucking left shoulder is not in frame. God damn
and
it.
it's crazy, like because when we go, like when you have a normal job, you'd be like, oh, your requirements don't fit. Like you don't have a degree, whatever. Boom. But like when we go to a job, we just spilled our fucking soul on the camera, and they're like, "Oh, you know what? You're fucking not. You're too old. You're ugly.
It's
like,
shallow,
Yeah. You're like, I'm not really feeling." And these casting directors, they don't hold back. They're like, yeah, you just really don't have it. You want to spend $1,600 for some classes? We could teach you. You know.
Really?
When I get the
And then-
classes thing, man, I
That's
become
when
kind
I
of violent.
know.
a
That's
little
when
bit.
I never
Yeah.
audition
That's
for them
usually
again. Avoid them.
that's
Like,
usually
avoid
when
them.
I walk out.
Yes,
But it's like you
avoid
don't
them.
know that until you know it. So
Until
don't
you've been
And
through
that's
it,
when
yeah.
you have to go through it, and it's the trial.
so
and
don't
error.
miss out on opportunities because you think it is a scam. Once they start asking for money, or once they start asking for like classes are great, but like there's a certain certain
Look
price.
at credentials. It's not hard to
yeah.
look up. Get
Yeah,
on your
look
phone.
at reviews and look at what people are saying about this company.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look them up and they're not on Google, they're
That's not a good time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Don't have a
like, oh,
website.
fuck.
Don't have reviews.
or you
don't
look it
have
up, you're like wanted
product.
for murder. You probably
Or,
might
hey,
want to leave.
even when I started, I was so skeptical. I Googled, acting classes in Las Vegas, and a few popped up. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I think they're just going to steal my money. It's like if you have an acting class or acting studio, why? Why aren't you fucking making movies?
And here's the other thing too, like if you're someone, that you love teaching acting, like shout out to you, because I know it's not an easy job, but come up with a straight up, way to say that, say, hey, listen, I want to teach acting, and that's it. That's what I do, period. Don't make up these fake little casting calls, and then they kind of circumvent and trick people and hold these auditions just to do that. If you want to teach acting, do it. Be straight up
But
about it.
mix
Don't waste
the
my
two.
time.
Yeah.
There is ways in acting classes to throw product production out there.
Yeah.
But don't pitch your class.
Yeah.
If you don't book me for the role, leave me alone. If I want to go to you, I will do the research and I will come to you directly.
Like, Yeah, exactly. Like you mentioned it one time, but nothing's worse than you keep reaching out. I went to an audition with you one time. You didn't pick me. You offered your acting classes. I said no, and then now you're reaching out to me every month. Hey, you still got the acting classes? Like, look, like, okay, mention it one time, but like, then it, especially
9 agency. Sorry.
Oh God!
Name dropping.
The annoyance.
I
didn't hear
That shit is annoying as fuck. Hey man, we have a feature role sitting here waiting for you. Just come and join us on a Zoom call on Tuesday.
I
at
didn't know
6
acting
p.m.
was that easy. It was just waiting for me.
Yeah.
Wow. Walking Dead waiting for me right now? Jeez.
Yeah.
You
Actually,
could
I
be the
think-
next fucking
I
Shane
think
or
that
Rick
might
on
be
The
one
Walking
of the
Dead.
ones that send me something all the time.
And I keep blocking them, and they just keep hitting me back.
They're
I'm
like,
God
hey,
damn
Stranger
it.
Things is casting. Can you make the Zoom call? I'm like, dude, I've been with you. Like, I did that one thing with you like 5 months ago. You were like, they did the classic thing. Oh, you're really good. You just need a little bit more. You want to start taking these? Boom. I logged off. And it's like, and that takes time of knowing, being able to see through the bullshit. And that's why I love when I see like young actors and I meet them on set. I'm like, hey, reach out to me, please, if you ever have concerns or you're sketched out about an interview or an audition or a like I really want to help each other. And like I've met people that have had like sexual harassment on them, especially like girls, and then they're discouraged from the industry, and that fucking
That's
breaks
not
my
fair.
That fucking breaks my heart because
we
I'm
talked
like,
about that before. You're stealing the dream from somebody.
Yeah,
You're
like
stealing
that's-
like their soul and what makes them happy, what helps them decompress, all of those things. And now you have made them terrified to go and express themselves and do
that's
what
so
they love
sad.
because you're being a fucking pervert. That's why she don't get none of this. None of this.
Whoa. I was like, how did that switch? Who's the pervert? Wait, I'm so confused. But sadly,
All of these people in the industry, man, like I feel like we need to stay professional. If you have some cahoots and it's mutual, cool, let it happen naturally.
we all are adults
But
over the age of 18.
there's just some weirdos out there,
Well,
man,
and that's
that
why I
push
like-
a little too far.
That's why I like Vegas and like where it's at now and like what we're doing now. Like you said, we see each other
Yeah.
everywhere doing work. And like that's going to be so important in about 10 years time because how big Vegas is blowing up and what it is kind of becoming of Hollywood 2.0. Us here, what we're doing now, this is a groundwork for future kids and stuff for the industry when it feels like it's going to be too big here in Vegas, because it probably will be. But we need to keep this rock and keep our solid foundation, so when these big wigs come in and they start doing creepy shit, and when I hear that you say, oh, don't work with that person because this and that, I know I can
You
trust
spread the
you
word,
because
yeah.
I've known
Big time.
you for
Big time.
fucking however
Keep
long.
the kids away from so and so because
exactly.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and I also like what you guys have been saying and preaching all day about building that foundation and that team together. You brought up Adam Sandler and his team. Like, I love that. Like, that was the big reason why I started getting actors and filmmakers on the podcast, because I'm like, we need to be working together. Because like we said before, we have LA creeping up our ass, trying to move in, and we have to, put our roots into the ground and fucking stay strong.
Exactly.
And I feel like if we create opportunities for each other, then it's only going to grow as we go.
Exactly. We have to stay keeping the community loving each other and keeping people in the community that love doing the work. Like,
But truly love doing the work, not just ones that want to be an actor.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there is a difference. The ones that actually put in the work, the ones that actually want and will be on sets, whether it's good or bad. But a lot of these, and I'm not saying everyone, but a lot of the ones I meet in Vegas, they say they want to be actors, but do they really?
Yeah. No, exactly. And that's it. Be like, are you ready to be on set for 12 hours? And like those people.
I learned for me, I'll be honest with you, it depends on what I'm doing. Like, if I want to be involved. If I'm involved in some type of way, any way possible, fuck yes.
Thank you.
But if I'm sitting in a back and there's fucking 700 of me,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be very enthusiastic
Yeah.
fucking to be a part of the crowd. So that's something that I had to learn along the way about myself. Like, hey man, maybe, going to a commercial at Durango isn't really for me. But fuck yeah, if I could carry somebody's papers and be close to the person with the camera, motherfucking sign it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I don't gotta be.
Yes, sir. I'll hold this door open for you.
Hell, you want me to slap this slate for you and say fucking, whatever
But
scene you're on?
so
Fuck yeah,
so
let's
like
do it.
for
I
the
feel important.
for like the Durango, like it was cool because it paid well, and then it's networking. But I know exactly what you mean. It sucks when you're on.
And the networking is so important.
Yeah,
It's very
but it
important
sucks
to
when
this
you're on a
industry.
big project and you're not being paid, and there's like 300 people, and like you're not like really a part of the group. Like, trust me, those suck, but you have to fucking put in your dues, especially like.
Oh, I do.
Yeah,
It just
especially
fucking sucks.
especially if you're like new to the industry, like you have to build your
But,
resume.
and then what people don't understand is like you're sacrificing not only stuff in your career, but at the same time you are sacrificing your social. You're not going home for holidays and all these functions because you have to hustle and you're grinding and you don't know when opportunities are going to come up and you can't guarantee you're going to be at your wedding, your best friend's wedding in 2.5 years because, hey, I might have a gig.
Yeah.
Like, as shitty as that is, my career comes 1st. Is that selfish? Do they think you're selfish?
Absolutely not. It's not selfish at all. It's the foundation of who you are. Like I've had, and growing up with a big family, from big Hispanic family, and they deem anytime it's someone's birthday or baby shower, whatever, it's like it's so important to be there. Like it's literally not important to me. Listen, you're like my third cousin, man. Like don't take it personally, but me, my livelihood, my family comes first. You want to do your little party? That's awesome, man. You know what? I can't make it. You want to hang out and have leftovers the next day? Cool. Maybe I'll be there, but don't have that expectation of me. Don't expect me to be there just because it is what it is. Like, listen, I respect your time a lot. Respect my time. That's it. That's all I'm
Exactly.
asking.
Do people actually respect people's time anymore?
Truly, honestly.
Yeah.
But gentlemen, I was not supposed to be here if I recall.
Fuck no, you
But
weren't.
that's just it. It's the fact that people can't even show up and be timely and respect people's efforts and projects and even just communicate.
Oh, that's how you got this? Because someone else.
Someone else dropped out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's frustrating because I made this plan 3 weeks ago, a month ago ish. I sent you guys the date and the time.
Oh yeah.
Don't wait until last night to tell me you're
Oh,
busy.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Hey, I reached out to that person first.
And
So
then they said.
And then they said that.
Yeah,
it's
that's-
like, hey, and they reached out to me to get on the pod. I didn't even reach out to them.
That's yeah.
So it's like, hey, man, you got to respect my fucking time. Like, I put in a lot of time, effort, and money into this
People
shit.
don't anymore in this world, and I don't understand why. Do you like wasting time or just people's energy? Because
Well,
it's both.
I think people are just so self-involved that they just don't even care, unfortunately. So, if you do care and you are responsive and replying back, and people are going to remember that because like you never know what what progress someone might make. So you fuck someone over 5 years later, now they're directing a movie, and then you reach out to them.
Oh, hey, man,
they're
yeah.
not
But it's like,
going
no.
to- they're not
Because that
going
goes
to
back to
wanna
what
work
she
with
said
you,
about burning the bridges.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm just because I'm Scorpio. You ain't gonna burn a bridge. You burn it, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't ever want to work with you. If you succeed, good job. I don't have to cheer you on though. You ain't my side. I will make it on my own. It just wasn't meant to be. No hard feelings. But if I have something you did something. Because it takes a lot to get that out of me. I'm very typically always loving, very into people.
Yeah, happy, fucking sending people gigs and shit. I've worked with you like 2-3 times already.
But that's just it. With people you actually want to, like, you have a good connection and energy with and actually want to be around and work with and give that name. Because I'm sorry, I can trust
That's the
you.
excitement.
I know, right? I can trust you to show up to gigs on time and not fuck up my name. Because y'all forget, whoever you recommend.
You put your ass on
That's
the
your
line.
namesake.
But so I don't recommend a lot of actors because I'm like, I can't trust a lot of them. You know what I mean?
She recommended me a couple times.
Hey, my guy.
But like, I think it's because like I know you're gonna show up. I know you're not gonna fuck me or this production over, and it's not. If you do, or you're done. Like it's don't because I don't refer a lot of people. So if I know and it's able to make it work, shit, fuck yeah, I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't know a lot of females like that because they like to bring other shit into it.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting my name on that.
And it's hard sometimes too, man. because it's like, all right, are you really gonna pull through? And then Vegas already has that kind of, stigma about us that the actors don't show up on time and don't take it serious and all of this
big
shit.
time.
And then also now you have production going around. There was like a whole movie being shot recently, man, and people weren't even showing up to the call times. Like nobody, production, fucking no one.
Where's the professionalism?
Where's the
And then you're
Where?
you're texting the casting director, you're texting the fucking people in charge, the directors, the assistants, everybody, and you're just getting ghosted.
Damn, yeah, that's tough.
It's like,
That's
damn.
money.
That's
That's
why
time.
I think people don't look in things of like years or decades or
They're thinking of today.
generations. Yeah,
because they're not really.
Yeah, 'cause
they're not really
about it.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
So like
Committed.
They're not real actors.
yeah, yeah.
Like, they're the
They're like,
youngest.
man, those are in 5 years. Shit, I'm gonna be fucking not even
Because
doing this by
a lot
then.
of people out there are thinking about what can I do right now to get me paid and it's going to blow me up, and like that way of thinking is cynical and it's going to destroy you in this industry.
It's more so
you
like,
have to
man,
think
let's
of-
go have some fun. Let's go meet some new people, and let's go get a fucking opportunity to get in
Thank
front
you.
of the camera again.
Opportunity.
Ah,
I
just
think
give
it's-
me an opportunity. I'll do everything
And
with that
everything
shit.
and anything, especially if I love what I'm feeling. Yes.
and people's energy too. I feel like they don't realize that what you say and do online is the equivalent of what you would say or do in person. So if I promise you, hey, I'm gonna do something, I shake your hand in person, and then all of a sudden, hey, it's time to get on set, and I just walk out and I leave the building, guess what? You're doing the same thing when you agree for someone, hey, I'm going to be there, and you text them, yes, I'll be there, and then you ghost, you don't show up. Dude, that's the same thing. You literally left the building.
That
There
shit's
is no
fucked up.
difference. And I feel like a lot of people don't feel there's a consequence. Oh, no, we just texted. We never met in person. Doesn't matter. Your word is your bond.
You know what's
Exactly.
so sad is I literally was talking to one of my nanny moms, and she was telling me how her job was literally the guy didn't even show up, didn't respond to texts, just ghosted her about her, and then got denied unemployment. And low-key, I'm dying because it's like, how can you be that immature and just ghost someone?
Yeah.
Your employment, whether you're an actor or not. How do you not have the balls?
Yeah.
Or the
Depending on certain situations, a regular 9 to 5, if they're just pieces of fucking shit, yeah, fuck you, I'm out.
yeah, but you're gonna completely ghost them if they're reaching out and you didn't actually say you were quitting the
Oh
job.
no, I would respond and say, fuck you, I'm out.
But you would respond, and you said you ghost them and not respond to any texts or anything or calls.
I still feel like that situation dependent on how it ended. If it was like a very bad breakup at the job and they just totally disrespected me
But
to
even
the
then, I'm
fullest,
still gonna say "fuck you," I quit. Like I'm gonna say something.
sometimes I feel like they don't even
Yeah,
deserve.
no, I'll let them know like, hey, this just ain't for me. And then-
But you'll
or-
say something.
Yeah.
You won't fucking ghost them
so
because
you're
that's your
telling me if
employment.
you work at McDonald's?
Oh no, I'm talking about acting.
No, she said even
Oh.
regular 9 to 5
Oh,
job.
no.
Oh, acting 100%. You have to, because that goes back to the
let's
small
see.
circle.
Have I ever-
Exactly.
If you're working at fucking Walmart and the manager's like, man, fuck you, motherfucker, you're lucky I'm gonna beat your ass.
Well, okay,
Say,
well,
hey,
yeah.
let me go home before I choke this motherfucker
On that
out.
happy note, I'm done. Have a great life. Thank you very
No,
much. But
I'm-
I'm
I'm-
gonna say
I'd
something.
be on World Star,
But I'm
okay?
gonna say something.
World Star.
But you know what I mean? Like you're gonna say something though. You're not just gonna.
Yeah, I'm
not
trying to
say
think if I ever just straight quit a job without letting them know.
See, exactly. I'm sorry.
Maybe-
Maybe I'm a good girl, but like,
Maybe
I don't
the
think
day
I have.
after.
I don't think I ever
always
have.
I don't
have-
think I have. Yeah, like
Yeah.
even my fucking day job, even jobs I fucking hated. I worked at a pizza shop for 2 months right before I moved here. I even told them when I was leaving. Come on,
Yeah.
you.
No, but that's
It's a
I think
respect
that's
thing,
just.
but-
It's a
Yeah.
respect thing.
I think
Sorry,
that's
man.
just. I
But,
think
like-
that's just manners and like good upbringing. Like if you're just
Yeah.
gonna fucking ghost a
But
job,
nowadays
that's
people
fu-
don't. But nowadays people are doing that, and I
Who
don't
does
understand.
that? Kids?
No, grown adults, like in their 20s.
What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. I'm so confused, and I don't understand where the fuck your knowledge and your respect and your fucking mannerism as a child went. Where did it go? Just because you're an adult now, you think you're okay to do whatever the fuck you want and be a dumbass?
I feel like
But-
the younger kids, they don't really know what consequences are. They don't
yet,
really know
yeah.
what happens. Hey, I don't have a job and I can't pay my bills. You know that COVID money isn't coming in anymore. Like
We have been out of COVID for so long. I think that is not a good enough excuse.
I got to
It
go
is.
and figure it out. No, a lot of these people, they just think everything, the grass is greener on the other side.
Oh, golly, gee.
And it hardly ever is, man. It's still an upward fucking battle
Grass is
everywhere
green
you
where
go.
You water it.
Ooh, I like that.
You positive motherfucker. I need you around me more.
See,
What are you
Trust me,
doing next week? I got
I've
another
been around
pod.
people where like sometimes your energy is like some people will dislike you because
your energy is so good.
Well, yeah,
They're jealous.
Absolutely.
because you're. What was the quote? Some people will dislike you because your energy disrupts their demons.
Yep.
Whoa, I like
Nailed
that.
Like some people aren't gonna vibe with you just because your presence upsets something about themselves that it's so much that they have to talk shit about you behind their back. But like something like no matter and this is what's great about being genuine and
You're
good.
stupid. You're dumb
And like
as fuck.
always being positive is like when you have that energy and you have to do that, then you don't have to lie. Or if anyone switches up on you, you know it wasn't because of you. If your
straight up.
intentions are always pure and always good, I'm not saying you're going to be a fucking saint. No one's a saint.
No one's a saint.
But like,
But
if your intentions were always pure and good, and in your own heart you know you're right, and someone switches up on you, then that's on them. Don't destroy your goodness because someone else can't see it.
Oh,
you know?
honey, say that louder for the people in the back to hear, because couldn't agree more.
It's hard too.
it really
Because
is.
when you're a light that's shining and you're surrounded by darkness, it's hard to fucking keep shining sometimes. And you're gonna have those days when that light goes out and you gotta wake it back up and get it cracking again. But that's why it's important to surround yourself with fucking people, that's also shining.
But then you also can't rely on people. Not trying to say.
Oh, no,
anything
you have
negative.
to
You
shine
to
your
do within
fucking
yourself,
self.
because you can't rely on nobody. You can even people that you love, family. Like I love my family and everything, but one day they could all be gone. You have to be able to rely on you.
Yeah.
You have to
Put them big
love
boy
and
pants on.
self-care.
Exactly.
I forgot another quote. If you are sad when you are alone, you are truly in bad company.
Oh, yeah. You on it today, man.
So that's why I say like self-love and don't say bad shit about yourself, because if you're sad and depressed all the time when you're by yourself, you're in bad company. I hate to say that, but you have to reflect and like catch yourself. If you're saying bad shit about yourself, no, I'm not this. And like I guarantee you, I promise you, it will change the way that you feel about yourself. And then when you have that, especially if you're single, say you're looking for a relationship, love yourself first. Like be a man or a woman that a woman or a man wants to be
Ding,
with.
ding, ding. Date
Like-
yourselves, honey.
Yeah, take yourself, treat yourself.
But that's as
I would
late.
love to fuck with me. I'm not gonna
But
lie.
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
They
I'm a
always say-
catch. Like,
Duh.
turn me into a girl-generated
Yeah.
version.
Oh my
So
God.
it's a
It's
fine
better
line.
to me.
So it's a fine line. You have to be that, but don't be narcissistic about it. Don't
No,
be.
of course
yeah.
not.
Don't,
The other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
No.
Like no, I am
Egotistical
the
piece
shit,
of shit.
bro.
No, let your light shine and other people are gonna see it.
And at the end of the day, you're going to attract what you actually want and deserve. And as long as you're putting in that positive, I always try to say the positive thoughts, positive outcomes. If you're thinking positive, you're putting in that positive energy.
Yeah.
I'm talking positive of myself, positive opportunities, events, things are going to happen.
And
in
it's
my
a
life.
neurological thing too, because when you, and it's proven when you start talking about all the bad things that you think may happen, your brain's going to look for those things. Like positive affirmations, like all that shit is real. Like if you talk well about yourself, like if you
Perfect example is the military. You go in there and they start programming your brain, and you're marching and you're saying the same shit. Marines, first in, first kill. I'm gonna kill you. Everybody dies type shit. They really believe that shit, whether they're truly prepared or not. It goes back to programming that brain, man. If you speak positive affirmations every day and you say you're great, you wake up in the morning, you piss excellence, and you look in the mirror and you say, God damn it, I'm going to fuck some shit up today.
Exactly. I guarantee you're going to probably have a good day.
At least
I
for the
know
first
you
few
do.
hours. And then you might have to say something else like, man, let's keep this motherfucking ball rolling,
Oh,
baby.
honey.
And none of that happens without at least some confrontation sometimes. And then that's the thing people are afraid of. Like, your light is going to shine. Well, guess what? You're going to meet some interruptions along the
You're
way.
gonna
You're
have
going to
to-
meet
A
some
lot.
conflict.
You better
Yeah.
fight for your light.
So,
Yeah.
Fight for your light. tomorrow.
Exactly.
Amen, brother.
I had to. Sorry.
Kids bop.
Yeah.
Stop it. Okay, yes, go. A musical theater.
Yeah, no, because it's hard, man. Like if you bring it back to acting, you go and you're having a rough stretch where you're auditioning for everything, you're not getting any gigs, you feel like you're kind of being stagnant, you kind of get down a little bit. Then you have to remind yourself, hey baby, this is part of the motherfucking process. Let's
Part
keep
of that
going.
lifelong
And
marathon of the
I,
journey.
I think the biggest thing I've learned too with this industry, like if you want something, fucking do it.
And make it for
especially
yourself,
now,
honey.
like we have podcasts, we have our phones could like go write something, go film something with your
exactly.
friends, like
Go
just
make it
just
yourself.
go
Go
do
make
it,
content.
like make content, like, and it's. Don't do it for anyone in particular. Do it either.
Do it for your
Make
fucking
for
self.
yourself,
Yes.
and then if you do get some traction, like that's awesome, because then it's going to be real to you. If you do something fake and then you go viral, now guess what? Now you have to continue that persona forever.
Yeah.
So be real and like just know that find your clique, find your people, and just rock with them. Like you don't need to fucking know every single person in the industry. Nope. You need. Like you said, the Adam Sandler crew, there's like 5 or 6 of those guys. Bam, that's all you need. You have a couple of your friends that like-minded people that
Love the same shit, have
love
the same passion.
Fucking stay with those people.
Yeah.
Don't be like, hey, I'm gonna go over here and check these guys out, and then diss your friends that you've been vibing with because
the crew that you were almost finishing production with.
because you're
and you didn't
going
finish
for
it
an
with.
opportunity, that's okay, but don't fucking ever forget where you came from, who helped you out when you were really struggling, like.
That goes back to being genuine. Just be a genuine person.
just
You
being
you know genuine people. You know people, and after
But actors are really good at
maybe not immediately,
yeah.
but over a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yes,
is. You
I
know,
agree.
people are going to come and they're going to have an ulterior motive, and you're going to be able to fish it out with time.
Yeah, with time, exactly. You gotta get burned a few times.
You're going to have to, like you said,
But-
especially with actors.
But how long? How many? I
That's
feel
some-
there's so
Hey,
many.
you met me? You met them?
Yes, I
They seem
know.
cool.
Thank God.
And
but
you gotta
like, yeah.
have thick skin in this industry. That's just.
And you
Oh,
gotta
big time.
follow through too. If you meet, situation, hey, you know what, they're not the best cast to be with, not the best crew to be with. Listen, unless it directly conflicts with what you got going on with your values
Or
or
doesn't pay
whatever.
enough.
Like, yeah, but like follow through and be brave, even if you don't like it.
That's put your fucking big boy pants on and deal with
gotta-
it.
And when
Shit.
you have a camera, when you're holding the camera, you're on the other side, you have so much even higher responsibility. There was this one kid, so he was a part of, part of the other ventures I have with a business partner is we do a film academy, and we teach these people with cameras how to actually tell stories. And so there was this kid, he really wanted to direct his short film. And so he asked out of my people, hey, who do you have that's a good actress and actor? Like, I want to, put something together. Graciously, absolutely. Here's so-and-so. They would love to be part of it. And what did he do? Not finish his project, not follow through, wasted my actress's time, and then what
That's
does that
not
do?
cool.
Tarnish my name as a return of it, because I promised her, hey, this guy's going to cook up something good. And then the irony is now months and months later, he's like, hey, do you have a gig for me? I'm like, no, I don't have a gig for you.
no,
There's no
you're
home
not.
for you.
I never want to give
There
you
is no
fucking
home for you.
anything ever.
Absolutely
Honey.
not.
She can speak on that.
Sometimes you only have that one shot, so don't fuck it up.
Honey, and there's a production company that recently I'm still working with, and they recently reach out. And they always reach out after I finish a gig, after I finish a big project, and I've been
They're
promoting
like
it.
watching you.
Fucking stalking me, and
They're
you know
like,
what?
"Oh,
And not liking, just watch.
Just
Yeah.
stalking, no likes, and you know what? Fuck it, I'll take it because I don't give a shit no more. But at the end of the day, I'm
That
so
shit is funny.
over this project, and they still reached out. I texted them a couple hours later. Have I heard from them? No. How many days ago was that? Last week.
You gotta be responsive.
But you're trying to tell me I have a deadline now and it has to be done before next month? Nah, honey. We're at a weekend and I haven't heard from you. Don't go fuck it. I shouldn't say go fuck yourself, but in the nicest way, go suck a dick. Like,
Go
I
suck a dick,
can't.
motherfucker.
Respectfully.
Respectfully,
Suck a dick and choke.
as an actor, there's got to be a point where even as much as I love my character and I love my role, you're over it. And almost a 6.5-year production.
Oh,
6.5 year production.
What are
the
you
fuck?
making?
Yeah,
hey,
you
she went from a girl to a woman.
But
in
that's
that
what
fucking
I'm
time.
saying. Honey, you know how much a body transforms and the fact that I'm in the fitness industry as well? Like, you gotta be fucking kidding
years?
me. 20, originally 2018, but then I think I got replaced at a certain point, but then got back to at 2019.
And then COVID.
2019, 2020. We were filming during COVID.
Yeah.
2021, 2022,
geez,
2023, 2024. 6 years.
Hey, if it ever does come out, hopefully it wins an Oscar. All right.
You know the sad part is it's gonna be one of those movies that you're gonna watch and it's gonna be on one of those streaming services. Like, oh my god, you can tell this is old and this is new. Oh, you can tell this is not
Oh,
the same
gosh.
just by how much it's not gonna be
Is that the iPhone 14?
Wait, would you want your name attached to that?
It's already attached. It's on my IMDb, and you can't take that shit off once it's on there.
You can't?
Oh no! Good luck editing your IMDb's.
If you got the Pro, I think you
I
can.
do, but I don't think because I didn't put it on. They put it on for me, and it was just there.
Write me out.
But the thing is, I'm a lead in it.
Oh.
I'm the lead female. I'm sorry, I'm getting so mad. I'm the lead female role in this thing, and it's a funny.
She plays the
action
kid
comedy.
version and the fucking adult version.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, 5 years later.
She's Spider-Girl and Aunt May.
She was a sophomore in high school, and now she's a sophomore in college.
She's Spider-Girl and Aunt May.
She's her own childhood bully.
You have no fucking idea. And it's shit like that. Damn, don't die on this now, honey. Good Lord.
Oh, that was probably but you guys
He
didn't hear
just brought
about
it to light.
Damn, that's the funny shit right
Yeah.
there.
Hey,
But it's-
if it ever comes out, can I see it?
Oh, God, yes. It's supposed to.
Everyone's
Hey,
gonna
we're all
fucking
gonna
see
watch
it.
it here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have a
a live action as in the moment watching it and reactions. While you guys
Yeah.
Put the
That's
live stream on.
You know
see
what
what
else?
else?
Yes.
I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to like watch something and then have like like
party.
reaction. Yeah, watch
Yeah.
party. Those are tight.
So I'm doing that in October.
Oh,
so
cowabunga.
every year I have a Mactober-a-thon.
Oh, my God. him
October.
is
Hey,
hard.
That's hot. I like that.
Say a little bit deeper voice for the audience.
Mactober-a-thon.
There we go. Yeah.
So every
Mactober.
day in the month of October, I watch a different scary movie. And what I'm gonna do is 4 different days.
Fuck, I want you to keep going.
No,
I like that. That was
Oh,
soothing.
my God. Y'all got way too excited for that. They all got way too
2
excited
weeks
for that.
into September, I'll start it, and I'm gonna have a group of actors and filmmakers over, horror lovers, and we're gonna watch iconic movies. And I'm gonna have a camera crew and have it recorded and shit. Kind of make a documentary. I'm gonna have
you
4
want a
episodes and then
scary
1
kid?
fatty episode. We're gonna watch the movie and then interact in between, talk about specific scenes, shit like that.
Damn, keep me posted. That sounds hella dope.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want a scaredy cat? Because
You can come, Kat. You can hold my
Hey.
papers.
I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna be scattered everywhere because I jump to things and I want popcorn and I need a little blanket and
I'll make sure you're good, all right?
Okay, cool.
Hey, Talksmackwithmac employees, they're treated well.
yes, they
All
are,
right.
and I'm really excited. But y'all gonna laugh at me so bad. Just have a camera on me. Just watch. That would be great.
I get
You're
very
silly.
like I probably only watch scary movies in October because
Same.
I'm like they're too intense for me. But I'm like, oh
But
shit!
you guys
I'm
are
literally
super-
the killer, okay? Listen, I love scary
So the
movies. I'm
funny part is,
obsessed.
okay, I love how you guys say that. I always get the roles of psycho, crazy.
Yeah, I
'Cause
see
you
that.
look
Why?
fucking
You're not
crazy.
like that at
No.
all.
I wonder why.
Did you just fucking hear her? Oh, no, my God! Kyle's gonna hate me.
years. So maybe I see it now. I see why. They're like,
This is our free advertising right now.
yeah, right? They see her like in that 1 second. She like, yeah, she
This
can
is
fuck
psychic.
someone up.
I mean,
Give me
a
some of
fucking-
that.
My psycho,
psycho moment.
Because I'm Scorpio, like a near Halloween baby, basically. So I watch Halloween movies around that time. I will, but oh my gosh,
Oh,
y'all crack
man.
me up because it's sad. I'm not. My personality is the exact opposite of what I get casted for all the time. And I don't know if it's just the face or the features. I don't give a shit. I love
Face
it.
of the patience.
I love it though. I love it though because it's like it's what acting's all about. It's the
Yeah.
fact that my personality, yeah, I'm girl next door. I'm the funny best friend, sassy, whatever. I love those. Do I get them? Fuck no. I get the psycho crazy killer bitches.
Yeah,
And
I get it.
but
They
I-
want me to keep killing people and being a cop. I'm like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
bro? Don't typecast me already, man. Let me go
But
fucking
some
make
typecastings,
some
I'm like,
people
maybe I
laugh.
could live with it. You know, it's kind of like a.
I would love to be the bad guy all the time. I'm tired of making
Yeah.
you fuckers smile
See,
and
okay.
laugh.
Actually,
I'm
me
gonna cut
and-
your throats.
Would you ever be
Yeah.
in like a series like SVU and be like Martha? What's her name? The one that plays Olivia. SVU,
Yeah.
I think. What's her
Special
name?
Victims Unit.
Yes. What's her name?
I can't
Oh,
watch
okay.
that shit. It's too intense for me.
Oh my god, I love it. I'm addicted to it. I'm
Every
like
addicted.
episode,
PG or less,
every
you know?
episode is so like I know it's Special Victims Unit, but that shit's hard for me to watch.
He's
It's
like-
reality,
I can't-
baby.
He's
It's
like, this
reality.
is Teresa. She was raped and stabbed
Yeah,
27
exactly.
times.
Honey, I hate to say it though, it's
And
so
this is
true.
her story.
Even as a teenager, my dad would be like, "You need to stop watching this after a certain hour," because I would watch all constantly.
Yeah, girls
He's
love
like,
that.
That's a
shit.
woman thing. Yeah,
It's because-
man. What the
it's
because
because
it's
they
real
know can't
They're
picture
trying to
themselves
get
really
away
doing
with
it.
it.
But
Yeah.
they're like,
I
if
would've
I
did it
would,
like-
this motherfucker.
This is what I would plan and protect myself
Yeah.
and think ahead in case it ever
You
happens. Oh, you'd be so.
motherfuckers, man, that's too much. Y'all
No
trying to
worries.
take us out.
No. We just need to protect ourselves. You never know. Okay, y'all get psycho and
I
kill
feel
us,
that.
and
I
we
feel
get
that.
attacked. It's common more.
She's
than
like,
you
I
think.
could kill you with my pillowcase, with the potato in my gun. I have a
honey.
knife.
When people
What's
are
up,
like, you need to be
motherfucker?
carrying a gun, I'm like, no, honeys, I got this. You don't know what I can do. I got mentally.
I got lightning. And I got thunder.
Hey,
you
come
want-
over on Sunday. We're gonna put the fucking gloves on.
Oh, you want
I'll
gloves,
put
huh?
them. I'll put on the
Okay.
catch mitts. I'm gonna see if you can punch, motherfucker.
Okay.
My assistants need to learn how to fight.
Watch your face now.
Never know who's gonna break.
You
open.
won't hit me.
Watch your face now.
I'm like motherfucking Mr. Miyagi in this shit. Right there. Wax on, wax off, baby. What's up? So what do you guys got coming up next, man?
Yeah.
In terms of film and anything related to film. Start with you.
Yeah, so we recently finished. Let me.
That's that good shit.
We recently finished up the first episode. It's a pilot episode that we're gonna be promoting out for Chaotic Rentals. So Chaotic Rentals has been so sexy, so fun, and we have this crazy stoner guy in
Yeah.
there.
So
he's
it-
one of the characters.
Yeah,
God,
it was cool as a first. So it's a chaotic
You don't even
rentals.
smoke weed like that, bro.
Bro, no, it's so funny. So it's
He's
like,
not even acting. It's just
Yeah. No, well, that was
Yes.
that was what was hella fun. Is like, so when I was like, when they told me about the role, they were like, you're kind of the stoner office guy. I was like, oh, that would be fun. And I've never got to play that role. Like, I do smoke weed in my normal life, but this was a really fun role. And like the first day of shooting, like it was just whatever. And this is great, like character build. Like for what I did with this character. His name was Cody. And like the first day I just did like something super weird. I was like, whoa! And like the director and everyone loved it. And they were like, yeah, bro, fucking milk that. So by the end of the production, I was just like, oh, like this, like think of like
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, like what? Like where the fuck am I?
We need
bro?
to, like,
so
go
it's like
home
super
and
airhead
roll up a
Shaggy from like Scooby Doo, and it was just hella
Yes.
dope.
Zoinks!
Zoinks.
He even had a dog too.
Yeah.
Stop, you gotta
Felicia's
stop.
dog,
You were
Nala,
on
was a
man,
character.
No, I gotta
Office
bring
version,
my
if you had like a day
dog.
job instead of work to Scooby Doo Incorporated.
I brought my Scooby snacks.
Love it.
And that was so enjoyable too, because that wasn't supposed to be what it was about too. Like your character wasn't Cody. Your character was originally, when we wrote the character, when Lee wrote the character, it was Lamar. All right, you're supposed to be a
That's
black
right.
guy. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
supposed to be a black guy, and you know, and our guy.
Which that audition for Lamar is on my YouTube still. Like if you go,
What are you talking about?
Lee Cummings.
Hey,
Lee
he was on the
Cummings.
pod. Yeah,
obviously,
great
yeah.
guy, man.
Yeah.
I felt like him
Lee's
and I
awesome.
were fucking best friends.
So we
He's
put
a
out some
fucking-
fires, and we're like, okay, you know what? Our boy Lamar, he can't make this, so we need to turn Lamar into a Cody, and we made it happen, you know. And so I'm very happy with that. I think the
Nice.
viewers, the audience, is really gonna enjoy
And
what we
I-
have.
and
When's it releasing? Chaotic
Yeah,
Rentals?
I can't talk about that.
Okay.
Ah, damn it.
TBD. Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Well, yeah, we just finished out last week, and it was really dope, and it was really cool to be. And thank you guys for bringing me on that too, because I had worked with them, Lee and Marlon, on something previous, and they were like, "Hey, read for this role, blah blah blah," and I read for it, and it was Lamar, and they were like, that's not really, they're like, you're obviously white, bro. You're not a Lamar. Essentially, that's, and then they're like, just hold on. Give us like a week. We might.
Couple of ebonics in there that wouldn't make sense if you said it.
So they rewrote it for me and then had me read for it. And it was like, and it goes back to being genuine and being like work with people that like respect the industry, and you never know what's going to come out of it. Like, because I work with them, like it was like in the summer or what, first project or whatever was like last year sometime, and then it was like months went by, and then they were like, they reached out and they were like, hey, we have this, like, you want to be down? And then so just like find your people, vibe, and like put in good work, and your good work will show. Like it will. However long you think it might take, like, who cares? Like, you're gonna fucking age anyways. Like, you're gonna so many people think like, oh, like I need this now, like fucking that, like with
I'm
this.
not gonna look like
with-
this forever.
Yeah,
These
like,
titties ain't gonna stay up here forever.
Oh, I know you ain't talking to me, honey.
but yeah, like fucking like like when I think of acting, like this is who I tell people I am an actor. I don't want to be an actor because we don't get paid. We don't fucking like most people don't understand our lives because they're like, how do you go not knowing where your next job's going to be, your next paycheck?
Hustle and passion, my friend.
Like, yeah, you better have passion for this industry because if you don't, like, you're not going, and it's going to bleed through your work, and then you're not going to get work, and you're not going to make good connections, and you're like, why is this shit not working out for me? Because you don't really care.
You're not him.
Because you're not him, homie. Or her.
Amen. Well, really though.
So, chaotic rentals for you. Anything else?
Yeah, I think chaotic rental is the main thing we've been running with. So we'll
Nice.
see what else is in the journey. We got a couple other smaller short films, but I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, I like that. Definitely keep me posted so I could share it.
Share.
And show my
it.
love and
Yeah.
motherfucking
Comment,
support.
baby.
Yeah. What about you? Other than that episode, that pilot.
Yeah, like I have me and my buddy Ben Goldman, which I'm sure he'd probably love to come on this show with you sometime. And I'll mention it. So I met this gentleman maybe like a year and a half ago, but we really clicked. So we have been doing so much work together. We've already shot 2 short films like over the last like 3 months for festivals too. 48-hour film festival and 49-hour film festival. But we have been working on our own like TV series, which has been so much fucking fun. And we already have, so we meet up like every Tuesday or Wednesday or like once a week, and we work on this show. We already have 6 episodes completely written down.
Nice.
And like kind of like we've already read it with the cast. Like it's me and him, we're the writers and actors in it. And it's we've already fucking done 6 episodes of it, polished them up. We're working right now on taking like our funniest episode and turning it into like a kind of like a short pilot series. So now I'll tell you what it's about. So so like last year I got this script from a young writer, and it was just so silly, like, but not on purpose. So he mentioned hands like 20 times in like a 5-page script. It's like he put his hand on the desk. He put his hands in front of his, like he.
Am I sensing a fetish?
No, it was just hella weird. I was reading it with my friend, and then we ended up going to my patio and we smoked a little bit, and then somehow I think it was a full moon. So the story. Let me just tell you guys the story of we're called handpires, right?
Handpires.
They come out and bite you,
Yeah.
baby.
Oh my God.
So we're before vampires. Handpires was like the original. So we have a glamour.
Keep
in our
doing
hand.
this. Just keep doing what?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So I know it's super, super weird, but it's a really silly. And like I said, we're not doing this for anyone else. We enjoy it
Just
for
for
our
yourself,
thing.
yeah.
But so we're handpires. So we're from like from the
Fucking love it.
ancient ways. So anytime you see us, we always have a glove on, or we're always reaching into something. Yeah,
Reaching into something.
always doing something stupid.
Is
like
it white?
that.
It's a white glove?
Yeah. And then like so anytime we have like a cut to like our hands, we're gonna have like a really awesome dope ass hand model. Like obviously not our hand. Yeah. Honestly not our hand. Like and then like the only way that we die is if our hand hits the sun. That's why we always have gloves. But that's why vampires
love that.
But that's why vampires suck is because they can't.
What if you get stabbed in the hand with a wooden
No,
stick?
everything else we're invincible. If you crush our hand, we're dead.
Oh, fuck.
So it's
Oh, interesting. Okay.
so it's like it's just completely stupid, ridiculous. But like we've probably done like 6 months of work into this. We have thank you for laughing. And it's like we've already have the 6 episodes.
I'm gonna watch it for
dude.
sure.
It's so like,
All hands on deck.
so like
Oh, stop. I was so glad you said I was going to say that song.
so like there's so many like funny fucking like references to the past of like like George Washington, like if you look back, he was a vampire because he always had gloves on, like back then, like shit like that.
You're building your cult.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the lore. He's establishing the lore.
Dude, so it was so funny. Like one day, like me and my friend, it was like 2 or 3 hours that we just kept texting back and forth, and we pretty much wrote this entire fucking thing in like a text thread. That we just kept thinking about and so it's anything funny that deals with hands, and your hands are like part of like so important to like how you talk with this, so it's just so ridiculous. Think of like Seinfeld meets Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I love that
so
show.
we never learn from our lessons. We're not good people. We're not. We
Right.
never. We're always doing so fucked up
Those are the
shit.
best characters, though.
Yeah, and
Best
it's been
characters.
so much fucking fun. And me and my friend Ben, like we work so fucking well off each other and bounce ideas back and forth. And
Building
then
that foundation.
yeah, building that foundation, exactly. And then like it's great, like if you find someone where you could talk about ideas but not get super butthurt when like someone's
They
like,
reject
oh no,
it.
this ain't gonna work. Like we're totally like, and we established that in the beginning, be like, hey, just because I agree with you with something, convince me why you think it's funny, and then we'll go with that. But if you can't, then no big deal, and then we'll work on something else. And it's worked out so fucking well being able to do that, and we've come up with some really funny fucking shit because he's a phenomenal, fantastic writer, and I'm an actor. I believe I'm phenomenal. Like you said, you gotta talk good about yourself. So
Talk that shit, dog.
Yeah, honey.
He's a fantastic writer, and I'm a silly, funny person, and just the way that we work with each other, we came up with this fucking thing, Handpires, and it's fucking just so like the first episode too. It's like, he was asleep for like 200 years because of some like we killed the queen back in the day, and he had to go into hiding. So like now we were like we were like the original models, hand models back in the day.
Hand-me-down models.
Oh my gosh.
So we have
Another one.
So back in the day, we
it.
had
Fucking
like
points.
such a prestige, but now it's like now we've kind of fallen off. So it's our rise back up to fame, and like one of the first episodes, like we meet the most famous female hand model in the world. And like everyone was like, why? Everyone's like, why do people like love these guys? And she like sees through the bullshit, and then she finds out. She goes into the lore, and they're like, "You're the original Handpires." And it's just
You're the hand OG.
yeah,
Hand
and
OGs.
it's just so stupid and so much fun, and like I just do it because it's fucking just
Good way to
enjoyable.
decompress. Yeah,
Yeah,
have
I
some
want to go
fun.
back to that part that you said because it's such a beautiful moment to hear that you guys can actually talk about feedback and try to convince each other why try to
yeah.
try to improve the
Broken. And
process because I've been in things where comedy is hard. It's hard to get it right, and there's some people that you bring to the table and they come up with this like, oh, I need to be funny because I watch a lot more comedy than you. I'm like, listen, if I don't think it's funny, I don't think it's
Yeah.
funny. I'm not gonna.
Exactly.
You can't just tell me, oh yeah, because I've watched so many comedy shows. Listen, if you're not funny, watching shows doesn't mean you're a good writer. Doesn't mean you write good jokes.
And that
I'm
was
sorry.
exactly that
Writing
was
jokes is hard, man.
Yeah.
Trying to
Fuck
appeal a
stand up.
wide audience.
And that was the
Oh.
biggest thing that we established in the very beginning. Is like we want this to be spectacular and funny. And if it's not funny for both of us,
You die.
you fucking die.
Chop your
You
hand
take the
off.
glove off.
Yeah.
Unhand me.
Yeah,
Burn,
unhand. Oh yeah,
motherfucker.
and that's it too. And there's so many puns with the hands. Like
I can only
it's
imagine.
fucking.
You already said like
bro.
4 of them.
Hand it to me.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God.
It can't stop.
I
And
love
like,
it though.
bro, I cannot wait. Like, I don't care if we fucking make it big with this. I'm going to do this because it's the funnest fucking thing that I have done, and it goes
That's
down.
why you love what you do.
And that's why it goes down to fucking find your people and do it your fucking self.
Amen to that.
Doing this project has been the most enjoyable thing that I've done in my career because it's fucking my shit.
Yeah.
Like writing and being able to create something, like be an
That's
actor,
all yours and
but
nobody
also
else's.
like be yours, like rock your own shit, and then do it just for you, and then the authenticity and the genuineness of who you are is going to bleed out through the work if you're the fucking doing it yourself. And that's what really people want to see. People really want to see someone that's like, when you're watching, you're like, damn, that motherfucker's enjoying what the fuck he's doing.
Exactly.
And that's what makes great actors, and that's what makes us all like, when you're, a great actor, when you're watching a movie, you're like, for a second, you're like, fuck, oh, that's Denzel Washington. I thought it was fucking, whatever, I really was lost in that person for a second. That's
Actually, their character.
Yeah.
Love that.
So it's
Love that.
like you could tell when you see a great actor and they love what they're doing because you watch their work and you forget that you're watching a movie for a second.
Oh,
You
big time.
escape that, the mundane of life sometimes.
Yeah, grasp your attention, which is
Yeah.
impossible
That's
to
Sydney
do these
Sweeney,
days.
Madam Web, and yeah.
Yep, this is a good ass movie.
Oh my gosh, Sal, I'm here with you.
What about you, Kat? What you got coming?
Oh,
I know
shoot,
you just
okay.
got finished.
I just finished. We just wrapped with Life of Bull, and I was lead as Dakota. Basically, the sub story is like, oh gosh, it's very
Yeah.
adult only.
Watching some of the behind the scenes,
was
please
looking-
tell me more.
I
Yeah.
was looking at
That's
your
okay.
pictures, girl. Shit.
Yeah, give us a
Mama-
synopsis of what you
synopsis. Okay.
Give the listeners a visual.
I know, right? Oh my god! If
Paint
I
a
just
picture.
Find me on IG, fam. You can
Close
see all
your
the photos
eyes.
there. But really, though, as an actor, this is what I love about it. When you select or find roles that really inspire and want you to create, the thing I love most about this, yeah, it's spicy. Yeah, the photos and behind the scenes, it look great.
What's the story about?
That's just it. The story is more so about this man who's basically for hire, a sex, like someone that be hired for
Gigolo?
sex. But married men hire this man for their wives. And it's all open. It's
that's
polyamorous. It's
drama.
very yes, but it's all open. It's all there. But my character, she's a little twisted. She got a whole other behind, deeper layer to why she's doing what she's doing to set everybody up to fuck. It's just oh, you gotta see
no
it.
spoilers.
I won't.
She almost
Nope,
spoiled
I
something.
didn't.
Tom
I
Holland.
but just know that there's a reason I love my character because she's not just, oh, she's hot. Oh, she's a sex addict. No, there's
Who
something
the fuck
There's
says
more.
she's hot? Shit.
Bitch,
Subjective.
we know.
Shit.
But really, though, I
You're
loved
all right.
I loved that opportunity. Not only was it a full week, but it was a set production. It was so well done. It was so quick and efficient. I felt so respected and loved, and my time was not wasted. It was an amazing opportunity, and it came at the right time in my life to kick me in the ass to do more. Not
yeah.
just as an actor, but start writing and start throwing my stuff out to short films and start going to film festivals. There's a lot in LA for women specifically in networking, and I want to start pushing myself out there to not only my opportunity as an actor, but just directing. And
Love to hear that.
Like
Yes,
this,
I'm proud of you.
I'm
She's
really
the
excited.
shit, man.
I'm
She's
really,
the shit.
knock on wood, life has been hitting me a little bit hard in the face.
That's
in a
just
good-
going to make your craft better.
Exactly. And I love that the opportunities are coming even through all the it's like, okay, bitch, you got this. Let's not stop the grind now.
You're stronger than anything.
Exactly.
Whatever comes your way, it wouldn't come your way. You wouldn't be able to handle it. So
You're like the third person to tell me that. I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
If you keep on hearing the same shit, man.
I know. I appreciate
It's because you're a
you guys
strong
so much.
woman. You come
you
through
don't
on the
get me
other
crying.
end.
I'm trying to cry.
Yeah, hold on.
Wait,
Let me not be too nice.
Yeah, we gotta be too nice. But
Bring
if
it
it
down a little
helps,
bit.
your girl does have a couple productions coming up in the early spring, a short film as well as a feature film with Isaiah. I'm really excited. I mean, that's why we're gonna get him on the podcast. And talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. It was fun working with him.
Oh my God. And there's projects that I'm hoping to get fellow gentlemen to play in different roles. Don't worry, I'll explain more off because I have not created it and I have not signed any contracts yet. But at the end of the day, I want to, like we just talked about, build that foundation.
Work together, man.
Work together with people I know. One,
Yeah.
they ain't gonna give me an ego issue, but you're also gonna respect what I'm trying to do and know that it's just the beginning. Because if things turn up somewhere, that's great. Y'all coming with me. I'm not just trying to sell it just to make money.
Vice
I want,
versa. It's-
I want to build something together and make it go up together. That's the whole point.
Fuck yeah.
Reach back and pull someone else at that.
It's
all
more
in it
fun to
together.
grow something with your homies from
Exactly.
nothing and make
Yeah.
something than, some randos. I'm not complaining either way, but I'd much
Yeah.
rather do it with you
No,
guys.
But that's
you
what I'm
know?
saying.
And the more and more you work with someone and people you like, and you're in the creative space, you'll be surprised what you might think of. And like I said, with my thing, like it was just a random thing. It wasn't even supposed to happen.
But those are the best creations
best
because you're not expecting anything
because
of it,
it's
and
organic.
you'll get more.
It's organic,
and you never know. Those are the ones that make the most profit because it was not planned.
Yeah.
It was not forced. It was not pressured by, oh, you have a certain deadline, you have a certain budget, you have a certain. No, it's just creative. From
Making
there,
a good fucking product.
the fucking funds will come.
Yeah.
They even said it. It's like if you truly love something, you don't really have to hustle. You don't have to fight for the money. The money will come to you the more you do what you love.
Mm-hmm.
And in a way, it kind of has. It just takes fucking time. It
Yeah.
will not happen overnight.
I mean, you look at painters, right? Do painters say, "Hey, I'm not going to paint until you give me a commission yet"? No, that's not how it works.
Thank you.
We
You
want
have
to
to
see
put something
paintings no matter what. And they're not going to be like, "Oh, well, you didn't ask me what you wanted to paint, so I didn't know what to paint." Hello, use that brain of yours. If there's not a production taking place, get some friends together and make something happen. Oh, you don't get cast in this kind of role. You never get cast in this kind of role. Okay, make one. Cast yourself inside of it, and then let the world see,
If you
what your
really
full
are determined for
capabilities
that
are.
role.
Exactly. Make that painting, right?
Couldn't agree more, honey. Couldn't agree
Hey
more.
man, talk that shit, man. Well, shit, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Man,
you,
this is a
man.
cool
Thanks for having
episode.
us.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
man.
thanks for
Sitting
having
down
us. This
and
is really cool.
I-
Looking forward to the October.
oh, for sure, man.
Scarefest.
That
Oh,
shit
was
is
it?
going down. Mactober-thon, baby.
October thought that sounds
like
fun.
Going
that.
down. But no, I like talking to people like you guys because I learn more. I sit here and I hear what you guys have to say, and I hear what you guys do and go through, and the preparation and just your thought process, and it makes me rethink or just exposes myself to a new way of thinking. So I appreciate you guys because I'm trying to grow and I'm trying to fucking do some good things in this industry too.
Hey, we all
The
appreciate
same way.
it.
Love
So
that.
thanks for having me on, and it was awesome, like hanging out with you guys, and
Vice versa.
it's just like it's just find your people and vibe and just enjoy what you do because it will lead you in the right direction.
Exactly.
I believe.
Yes, 100%.
more.
Well, that sums it up for that episode of Talk Smack with Mac, Marlon, Chris, Kat, my personal assistant
I know.
for the pod.
Don't worry,
I
guys, we're giving
appreciate
you
you
time.
guys, man. I'll
Cheers,
definitely
guys.
get you guys back on the pod again because I just like talking to you guys.
Yeah,
But
definitely
man.
would love to come on again.
Fuck
so.
yeah. Hell yeah, man. Let's do it. Well,
Bro.
peace out, fam.
Let's talk smack.